EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. White. Set.
Working from the gun. Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go. Hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Down. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The Broncos at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Up the middle they go. Terrell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Terrell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Lance. That's caught right side by Worthy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come on, set. 33, yellow.
Up the middle they go. Terrell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Yellow, 22. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Ready. Blue, 32, slide blue. Ready.
And Lance going to throw. Throw there going to be incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
There, Richardson back to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
19-18. Here we go.
Here's Richardson to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Richardson out of the shotgun. His throw incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Ready,
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, here we go. Mike, fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles.
Now Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Red, cycle. Set.
On play action, Lance. Open man here is Benson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready up.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And a very similar result. Again, the Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Black, 95.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come back in.
Richardson looking to throw this. That ball caught by Harrison. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Bronco 80. 19 Lions. Go.
Now Richardson yet again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
We'll get this complete to Worthy. He's still on his feet. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And Xavier Worthy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
That's the score. Broncos 13. Jets nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption.
Now he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7.
13. Jets 7.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line, 95. Set.
Now Lance. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Lance. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right, and on running plays, Runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty runs. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Come on, set. Claw, kick loose.
Lance looking to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they'd mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Lance now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Go now. Red, 30, smash, red. Hut.
From the gun, it's Lance. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready. 33, yellow. Blue, go. White. Claude red. Set.
From the gun on third down. Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Nice. 19, Charger, 19.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And some room to run now. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hip 65 track, 65, 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Okay, ready? 18, Rodler, 18, Riggs, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now it's Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Richardson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, right?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains.
Black, 95. Black shot.
A final shot before half for Lance.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Richardson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Richardson working from the gun. He'll get it inside the 20. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Here we go. Ready.
Harvey.
And he stopped immediately there.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. R.J. Harvey, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Broncos 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player.
Trap 60. Trap. Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
The Broncos will line up.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Broncos 24, Jets 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Incomplete.
Leads to second and goal.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll go. Here's Harvey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. R.J. Harvey with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24.
24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Contreras. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now
a handoff up the middle. Terrell. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here now, second and 4. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Jets' 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Contreras. That's into the hands of Worthy. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Contreras. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Cade York on for the field goal.
York able to send this one through, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Richardson. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A handoff. Here's Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
70, Timberwolves.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. They go play action with Richardson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Broncos 27.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this. To about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
19 type, not Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the slant, he's got Hardman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, He often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Eagle. Ready?
Looking to throw. Contreras. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
70 Lions. Check smash. Check smash. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO hook, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Ready, set.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Contreras. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action. Now Richardson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Dragon 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Contreras. And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
19 tight, 19, 18, 19 Lions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try and do this, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 74 yards. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Broncos 34, Jets 31.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
65 catch. 60. Ready. 70.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Richardson looking to throw this. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
24-yard gain on the play. And
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Come on. Hey. Press all 80. Track him 60.
Now Richardson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Contreras. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This is 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's 2nd down.
60, 18 Cardinal, trap 60.
Richardson to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
1st down, New York.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw it. Setting up a screen for Harvey. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the Broncos' 16-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Let's go. 19, Panther 60.
Now Richardson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Richardson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last shot for Richardson. This ball intercepted. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single